Hi everybody, this is that one guy on the forums, also known as what one guy in YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video. There's someone in the forums having an issue understanding the difference between all metal mode and the disc, which I can't find with my finger. There we go. And the all metal switch right here, okay? He's having problems thinking this switch is just a shortcut of turning a knob. Actually, it's not, but I'm going to show you the difference, okay? I've already got this bad boy turned on, and I've got it in disc mode, which is switch right here. Oh, here we go again. Can't find it. That's this switch. Damn, what the hell is it? There we go. That switch right here, all the way over that way, puts it in disc mode, okay? I've got the disc set, which on a compadre, the little disc knobs over here, but on the El Dorado, the disc knobs right here, I've got it turned all the way over in all metal mode. Alright, I'm going to put this down without dropping it. If I'm a little moody, it's because I dropped a Coca-Cola can on my toe about 2 minutes ago, so bear with me to say the least. Alright, here's the disc to it, okay? It's in disc all metal. Basically, it comes with a beep sound just like anything else when you're in disc mode. Any metal goes by it, depending, basically iron, nickel, it doesn't matter. It's going to set it off with that quick beep. Just like that, okay? Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the switch, and I'm going to switch it in the middle and put it in all metal mode without the disc setting, okay? And you'll hear the difference. Alright? I'm trying to put that there without knocking over something, because I know instantly it's going to aim for me and hit me in the toe again or something. Alright. Automatically you can start to hear. It's not that beep, it's a hum sound. I've got mine set to where I can barely hear it. Now, of course it goes spastic when I move, but hold on, I'm turning down. Well, there we go. No sound at all. It's going to act weird here because there's a bunch of electronics and wires and everything, so it's going to probably hit max instead of like a hum sound, okay? I'm going to slowly take a quarter and move it on the inside and see if we can barely get a hum. Nope, it goes max. Here, I'm going to move out some. Of course. There we go. You hear that little hum right here? Now, in the ground, and when you're not in somewhere like I am right now, this thing will hum real slow. He stated the kind of like the Garrett pinpoint. Yeah, kind of like that, But the reason you'd want to do that is if you're getting a broken signal, okay, in other words, you're scanning the area and you get that beep beep or that broken signal or something when you're in disc mode, you can switch it to this all metal mode, and sometimes the reason you're getting a broke signal is because a coin or something may be laying next to an iron object, okay, and it's giving you a broken signal. Whereas if you switch it to this all metal mode, you'll actually hear. I can't do it in here because there's just too much stuff and it won't sound right to you. But let's say there's a coin. See what I'm saying? I'm nowhere near anything and that thing's going off. But let's say you have an iPod sitting by a quarter, okay? When the coil goes over it in disc mode, if it's close enough, you'll hear a broken signal most of the time. Sometimes, depending on how it's laying, it could be laying like this and you'll just hear the coin, or the coin could be laying like that and you might not even hear it and you'll just pick up that. There's a lot of different circumstances that changes when it's in the ground, so it's kind of hard to give you a set example, okay? But what you'd want to use on this is to hear the break. In other words, you'll hear it hum, where in this case it's going to automatically go max. There we go. You barely hear a hum. You probably can't hear it, but I can. But you want to hear that hum to hear it go, then go down some, and then go up again. And then you'll know there's two targets laying next to each other. Of course, I can't get it perfect where you can hear it real good. Right there, you can hear the difference where it's going low to high, and when it gets right over it, it's going to go max, okay? But boy, this thing's crazy in here, and it's just because of my computer, all kinds of things in here. It's kind of hard to replicate it, but in the ground you would hear the difference. You know, you would hear it go to high, like this would be the high. You would hear it do that, but it would. The slower you go with the coil, you'll hear that hum sound. Then you'll hear it go high, and then go quiet, and then do that again. Okay, so it'll be high, quiet, high. And that would tell you there's two targets laying next to each other. What I do is I switch that off because it's getting on my nerves. But what I do is I switch it, flip the switch, which is right here. If I have two targets, I'll flip this switch, and I have the disc setting to say like a nickel or something. All right, and I go back over that target and see which one beeps at nickel. So if I have two targets laying next to each other, say the right one, it doesn't beep nickel, but on the left one it does beep nickel. I know there's two targets. I'm gonna dig the left one because that's probably the nickel one. Could be wrong, could be right, but it really helps out when you got a broken signal and there's possibly two targets there, because you can size it to see if it's a big object, and like I said, the way to tell that is you're going to hear that wee wee. It's going to go high then low. Okay, if it's high the whole time, nah, that's a big piece of junk. Could be something else. You know, if it's ringing up high in the silver area, in other words, around the max, around that range, oh, I'm digging that. But if it's breaking up at nickel, hey, if you want to dig it, more power to you. I ain't fooling with it, you know. That's just me. Some people dig everything. I don't. I just, not my cup of tea. I got better things to do than sit and dig everything, dig pull tabs and dig all that. You know, well, I can't say that. I usually do dig a pull tab signal. The ones I don't dig, if it's around foil and stuff, you know, if it's below foil, I ain't fooling with that. Could miss something, couldn't, you know, maybe I don't, but nah, not my cup of tea. But hope that helps out. I know it's kind of hard for me to show you in here for the simple fact there's a lot of electronics and plumbing and stuff all around me. But once you get that, you'll understand what I'm saying once you do it out in the field. And like I said, it's too cold for me to go outside. I'm a wimp. I don't feel like going outside and, you know, digging up something, because the ground's way too hard to dig something and show you something outside because it's frozen here. But the difference is basically it's a lot easier to tell the difference between two targets laying next to each other rather than using that disc to do that, because it will come up with like a broken signal or come up not at all. But hope that helps a little bit. Sorry I'm little little out of it. My toes throbbing right now. But you have a good day, happy hunting, blah blah blah, all that garbage people say, and see you on the flip side.